Hey, what is up guys? It's Uniter. Back in one of my video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to get the Vlad wonder weapon in the Rave in the Redwoods map. This is an amazing wonder weapon. It's pretty much just like the bows in Dry's Drock. You can get 4 different crossbows if you're playing with 4 different players, but it also has 4 different upgrades, which I'll get into that video later. I'm going to have a tutorial on how to upgrade this bow with all the 4 different elements. But today I'm going to teach you guys how to get the bow or the harpoon gun that I'm holding in my hands right now. So let's get into the first step. So this is your first step getting the Vlad crossbow / harpoon gun, whatever you guys want to call it, is you need to open power. Hopefully you guys know how to open power already, but if you don't, you want to go to the rave area. Hopefully you know where that is. You can look up a guide if you don't know the locations, but go to the rave area, go down the tunnel that I just went down, keep going down the tunnel system, and you'll see there's a switch to the power right here next to this little zombie mini game. Flip that up, go up the stairs, and now you need to look for 3 different boat parts. They'll be at the same locations, but one boat part is actually in the starting cabin that I'm in now. You want to go up the stairs, go to the right, and this is why you needed to open up power, because the door is now open. Keep going down here, you'll see right to the right, but I looked the wrong way, but right there, here's a part. Now there's 2 other parts. That part for that boat that I just picked up will always be there, so when you're in your game you'll see that always there. Now we're going to look for the other 2 parts, which I'll get in that gameplay right now. So the second part to the boat is back by the rave area where you first came to open up the power. Instead of going right by the tunnel, you want to go left down to the stage. You'll see the part laying right here, and again, this part will always be here in your game. Grab that, and now let's move on to the third part of the boat. So instead of going right from the spawn, you want to go left from the spawn. The right side is actually where the rave area is. The left spawn is where the third part will be. Keep going down here. And like I said throughout this video, all the 3 locations in this video will be the exact same. If you're looking to see where the locations are in your game, they'll be the exact same throughout every single game. So the first part will be in the cabin. The second part will be in the rave area. The third part will be right here up in this mess hall. As you can see, I walk up to the mess hall, open up the door, and it'll be laying on a stone pillar inside the cabin right here. As you can see, I pick it up. Once I pick it up, now we're going to get into the gameplay of why you actually need all 3 of these parts. So let's get into that right now. So from where you got the third part to the boat, you want to go back to the direction of where you first came, except you want to go to the left where this boat dock is. Obviously we got 3 parts to make a boat, and we're going to use this boat to get across the island to this other island of Kevin Smith. Basically, he's the celebrity guest, just like David Hasselhoff in Zombies in Spaceland. He's pretty much going to be your guide or help you out on your Easter egg if you're trying to do the Easter egg. But go on this boat. After you craft it, the boat will be laying right there. Keep going straight. I sped up the boat ride a little bit because it's a little slow. But once we get there, this is where it's going to be the funny part. You need to get wieners from a bucket that's going to be in his bathroom. And we actually need this. It's not like we're not going to need this at all. We actually need this for the next part on how you actually get the crossbow. I'm not joking at all. If you think I'm joking, you'll see in a couple of seconds. But it's right here in this bucket. Once you go up the stairs, you'll see it laying right here in the bucket. Hold square. And this reel is going to be later on for the upgrade, but we're not going to get in that right now. Just wanted to say if you were wondering what that is about. But now let's move on to the next step of why you actually need these wieners. So let's get into that gameplay. So now that you have the wieners, the next 2 things you want to do is go into rave mode and find 3 smoking deer heads around the map. First, we're going to go into rave mode, and by doing that, you need to get one of the pouches that zombies randomly drop for you. Go up to this fireplace. Pretty sure you can go to any different fireplace, but this is probably the best one for you. Go up to that fireplace. That one's right outside the spawn. Now, the first location of the deer head will actually be in the spawn location. As you can see, I go up to the cabin right here, and this is where the wieners are going to come into play. You want to chuck the wiener at this smoking deer head. Once you chuck it, you'll see that the deer flies off and spins. You want to shoot it with your gun, and it'll drop a symbol. Hold square on that symbol. You'll see that one of the harpoon guns, or the Vlad, whatever you guys want to call it, a crossbow, but one of those is unlocked. Now we're going to move on to the 2 last locations of the deer head. The second location of the deer head will be back in the mess hall where you got the third part for the boat. You want to go back to where the mess hall is. Also, these 3 locations that I show in the video will be the same exact locations just like the boat. But go in the mess hall, it'll be laying right here. Chuck the wiener at it. It'll go flying just like the first one. Shoot it. It'll drop a symbol. and then you'll see that the second lock is now unlocked on the crossbows, the harpoon guns, the Vlad, whatever you guys want to call it. But now let's move on to the third and last location of the deer head. So the third and last location is going to be to the right of the mess hall, up these stairs. Keep going straight until you see the campsites. I'm going to pick up some fairies right here so I can keep my rave mode for a little bit longer. Keep going straight until you see Camp Owl over here. Open up the door, and the last location will be up in one of these cabins. As you can see, the second cabin right here. Look through the door. Here is the third and last location of the deer statue. Again, all these locations will be the same in your game. So shoot the deer head just like the others. Pick up the symbol, and you can see that all the crossbows are now unlocked. And let's get back to the cabin so we can actually use the Vlad. So now you want to run back to the spawn cabin, go all the way up there, and you'll see that the cabinet full of harpoons, crossbows, Vlads, whatever you guys want to call it, like I've always been saying. But you'll see that the cabinet is now unlocked. Hold square to break the lock, and you can see they're all laying right there. Hold square to pick up one of them, and you now have the Vlad. Hopefully you guys could understand this tutorial. Hopefully every single bit of information made sense, but you now have the Vlad in your hands. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Vlad. It's pretty awesome. It's probably one of my favorite wonder weapons. I'll get into the upgrades of the Vlad later on today, or I'll post that tutorial later on today if you want to see the upgrades to this thing if you haven't already. But hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you later for more videos. Peace.